Hello everyone and welcome to my second garden tour of 2021. Garlic's looking good, catnip's looking good, herb garden's looking good. I've got some radishes coming up. I planted some radishes and some different turnips in these containers because I'm going to be planting peppers in them later. And I have enough time to grow radishes, so why not? I took my nasturtiums out of the greenhouse yesterday because we are officially past our last frost date. So they are frost tender, but they do like cooler weather, so I didn't want to keep them in the greenhouse longer than I had to. And plus, I have a little bit more room in the greenhouse for my other baby plants. This bed is looking pretty empty, except for there's some cilantro and parsley still left. Not that much parsley, and the cilantro is going to seed. But the calendula did flower earlier in the year, but there was only like one flower and it died pretty quickly. But now there are a whole bunch of little flower buds all over this plant, and I'm very excited to have some pretty calendula in the garden. You may have also noticed that I have these poles sprawled out throughout the garden. Anywhere that there's a pole is where I either buried an egg or some food scraps or some coffee grounds, and I just wanted to remember where I put them. Right here I have my greenhouse. It's open, the windows are kind of open and the door's open because it gets really hot in there in the heat of the day. So let's take a look inside. The lettuce is finally starting to take off, especially these ones in the back. It's getting really warm now though, so I'm kind of scared that they're going to start bolting soon, but I'm going to enjoy them while we have them, and I'm ready to harvest them soon so that I can plant some peppers. It is currently 33 degrees in the greenhouse right now, even though the windows and the door is open. So I'm a little bit nervous about like when summer actually comes, because right now the outside temperatures are around 18 degrees Celsius. Not even, like maybe 12 generally is the average, and it's been getting up to almost 40 degrees every day with the windows and the doors open. So I might have to purchase some shade cloth just to make sure that my plants don't like shrivel up and die. The radishes are doing super well. Hopefully they'll be ready to harvest soon. They have been growing pretty fast ever since I started fertilizing them, because my soil was definitely lacking some nitrogen, so I started hand fertilizing everything, and that has made a huge difference. I have some kohlrabi plants here. I ended up purchasing them from a local nursery. I planted them maybe a couple days ago, and they are looking very healthy. They end up drooping a little bit during the day, but that's only because it's like 30 degrees in here. I will just give you a quick overview of some of the seedlings. Some of them I'm selling, and some of them I'm gonna plant myself. They are growing super fast in this greenhouse because all of them love the heat. Right here, I have laid out some of my pepper plants. I'm super ready to plant them. The nights are not getting below 5 degrees Celsius, at least that's what the forecast says, and we're definitely past the last frost date. So I felt comfortable bringing my peppers in here. I've already hardened them off, and I'm planning on planting them today. And we have a little baby bok choy here that I'm probably going to leave in because this is the only one that took off. My green stalks are definitely looking a little bit more full than last time. This one kind of looks the same. It's the one with the strawberries in it. I haven't noticed a huge difference in growth, but right here, I don't know if you can see, this is new growth. This was not there. This one was a completely bare strawberry cane. I don't know what they're called. Bare root strawberry thing. And all of them are putting out new leaves, so I'm hoping to harvest some strawberries this year. This one is finally starting to bush out and look beautiful. I have some peas here. Not really sure how that's going to work because I don't know how I'm going to trellis them, but I think it'll be fine. We have some more kohlrabi here. We have some dill, some collards. This one, I found a caterpillar on it the other day. Hopefully it's not going to get any more damage, but you can kind of see the holes on there. Some more collards. Right here I have a plant that I traded someone for on Facebook Marketplace. I don't really know what it is. They said it's some sort of brassica. I asked for a sprouting broccoli. They said it was like a sprouting broccoli / cauliflower. I have no idea what that means. But I guess we're gonna see when it comes to fruition. And we have the plants that I started from seed starting to come up as well. This is bok choy. We also have some green onion, some cilantro, and some more little Asian greens that I kind of just dispersed throughout the empty pockets of the green stalk. It is really warm. I can't even. It's like April 14th today, and I feel like this never happens. Victoria always has super cool springs, especially last year, so I'm very excited that it's starting to warm up soon because that means that warm weather vegetables can start going into the ground. My in-ground beds are starting to fill up. I have some turnips all along the border here, and then along the back border I have the beets. You already know this from my last garden tour, but a lot of the root vegetables that I planted have started coming up, and I'm very excited about it because I can already see some true leaves coming on, and that is very encouraging that I actually have good soil and that I amended the soil properly. See, we have the cilantro coming up. These peas I planted from transplants from a trade as well on Facebook Marketplace. But the peas that I actually planted from seed are starting to come up, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to decide on keeping. This side, I planted magnolia blossom tendril peas, the purple ones. Some of the leaves have a little bit of purpling, and these I planted in ground from seed, and they are looking very healthy and beautiful. I've got some rainbow tatsoi coming up. Another one of those sprouting cauliflower broccoli things. I have two of those. The kale along the back row is looking great. I have some parsley here, and the purple lady bok choy is just looking beautiful. This in-ground bed is looking a little bit different. I ended up digging up the blueberries. I did decide to keep the blueberries in containers because I thought that having annuals in the in-ground bed would just give me a lot more flexibility. I'm gonna grow some okra, some squash, those things that take up a lot of space. And I think that that is gonna look terrific when the summer comes. And then I also planted some more purple bok choy and some more parsley, just because I'm not gonna be planting this bed for a little while and I might as well throw something in there. The China rose radishes are totally coming up and they are looking very healthy. You can see some of the true leaves coming, and I am very excited about these. I heard that they're supposed to get pretty big and they're pink and a little bit long. They are going to be delicious, and I love roasting radishes. We also have some more kohlrabi here that I got from a local nursery, the same kind, and I'm excited for that. And then we have some kale coming to seed. This is red Russian kale coming to seed, and then we have some green onion over there. The grafted apple tree is looking terrific. Last year this had a lot of pests on it and it was just very diseased. It was not looking the greatest, but we ended up taking care of it a little bit better this year, and I think that it's definitely going to produce a lot more than last year. This is our other grafted tree. This one has the cherries, the nectarines, the figs. I think there's apricot on there. This is one of the cherry branches. It's looking absolutely stunning with the cherry blossoms. I'm very hopeful that we're going to get lots of cherries this year because this is the third year of this tree. We also have a whole bunch of, I think these blossoms already opened, and I'm hoping that they got pollinated because this whole little branch right here with these three branches is the nectarine. I'm very excited and I really hope that we get some nectarines. The last bed that I almost wasn't even going to show you is actually starting to sprout. So I planted 8 rows of carrots in this bed. Oh, you can see my shadow. Hi. And I'm going to plant tomatoes in the middle. You know, carrots love tomatoes, so I thought I'd try that little companion planting method. And let me see if I can find any. This is not a carrot. This is chamomile. Right here in this little area, you can see some of the little carrots coming up. There's one here, right here, some down here. I'm very excited about carrots. I have never grown carrots successfully, and I think that this is the year, so I'm very ready. I also noticed that in my garlic bed, there were 2 right next to each other, so I just pulled one out and planted it here, because why not? I'm now in my front yard mini orchard. I'm being quiet because I don't really want my neighbors to hear me. But I just thought I would show you some of the fruit trees that we have in our front yard that started flowering. This is an Asian pear tree. I don't remember the variety. Let's see. This is the variety. It is totally starting to flower. The graft is a little bit messed up. As you can see, this tree is super crooked. But I mean, as long as it produces fruit, I don't really care that much. But yeah, the blossoms are absolutely stunning. It's looking really healthy. There's a little bit of disease going on here, but definitely not as much as last year, so I'm okay with it. Over here, I don't even know if you can see it, but this is an apple tree that we just planted this year. It's the Alchemin apple. It's self-pollinating, and it's supposed to be good for fresh eating or preserving. So all around, and it's disease resistant. All around, it's basically the perfect apple, so that's why I got it. It looks like a freaking twig right now, but in a few years it will hopefully look a little more like a tree. Here I have a pear tree. I'm pretty sure, no, it has not blossomed yet. There are a whole bunch of buds on this tree. We got it last year, so I'm hoping that it'll produce at least one so that I can at least try what it tastes like. This is the Camas pear. Lastly, I have the cherry tree. This one almost produced last year, but I think that this year it's definitely going to produce a lot more. I just love cherry blossoms. Gorgeous. It looks very sturdy, nice and straight. This is a sweet pear. It says that it doesn't need cross-pollination, but I also read somewhere that sweet cherries. Sweet cherries do need cross-pollination, but on the tag it says that it doesn't. So maybe this is like a different variety. I don't know what's going on with this, but we're gonna see. This is our little cottage garden patch. I didn't show this last time because I don't really take care of it that much. It's more my mom's thing, but I just thought I'd show you some of these irises that look beautiful. They haven't bloomed yet, but these come back every single year. We never do anything to the soil. My mom uses Miracle-Gro in this garden, so not the most organic way, but I let her take care of this because she lets me do the entire backyard vegetable garden. But it always looks super pretty. She stuffs it full with flowers, sometimes a little too much. Oh, there's a lizard. I don't know if you can see that. It's a lizard. They're invasive. They are all over our house. As long as I don't get inside, I'm okay with it. I hope you enjoyed the garden tour. I know that things are not huge right now, but in a few months, I'm very excited to show you what this becomes. So I love to have videos to look back on. I mostly make them for myself, but if you want to follow me along on my journey, feel free to do that. And I hope you have a great day.